Detroit aspect of Dr. King, you need to keep in mind as we move into the activism that really ought to be noted for Dr. King. He was murdered in a significant way because of his connection with this city. We should not let that connection be forgotten. He had 13 short years on the social justice national stage. Brought him to the Montgomery bus boycott when he was 26 and assassinated at 39. Only 13 years. I wonder if we take 13 years of our lives. Most people in this room are significantly older than 26, and most are older than 39. He had 13 years on that stage. He did not just receive acclamation like the Nobel Peace Prize, which he did, but he went to jail more times than you can count on two hands. He received death threats, huh?
Yes, ma'am.
He had an implement plunged into his body, into his chest cavity by a deranged person. He was not only accosted by white supremacist groups, hate groups, but by this government.
Yes, ma'am.
And J. the Hoover and the FBI helped him sometimes.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
He had a Detroit connect this church. This church.
That's right.
Where he visited more than once. Speaking, this church.
Yes, ma'am.
Was one of his Detroit connects. You need to know that he was hosted by this very church many times. He was also a person who went to cousins in Detroit, who remembers the Macedonia Baptist Church on Mack Avenue. He visited there often. You need to know that.
All right.
So we don't end up recreating history.
Ma'am.
He visited with his cousins in their home. He also visited many times with his confidant, ally, Reverend Dr. C.L. Franklin, who he's a Franklin's father. New Bethel Baptist Church pastor over there in Linwood, England. You should know that. We need to know our history. That June 63 march down Woodbridge became right down this path.
That's right. That's right.
I was 12 years old, and as Congressman noted yesterday at the SCLC, I was in the march at 12 only because I happened to be the eldest. Praise be to God. I didn't know what my life would be at 12. But Dr. King's Detroit Connects also included Reverend Dr. C.L. Franklin. He worked with Jeremiah, our baby, our baby, and founded the Shrines of the Black Madonna to shepherd that march down Woodbridge. Del Rio, James Del Rio helped with that, judge and state rep, and others. Tony Brown helped with that march. A lot of the folks now that talk about they were at the march, they didn't plan it. Only a handful planned it. One of the planners was the late Reverend Ray King.
That's right.
Who just joined the ancestors last year. And it was the reason that John Boyd, introduced by Congressman John Connors. We need to know the Detroit Connect, one of the connects. We know that Dr. King went on the national stage because of the Montgomery bus boycott. It was Rosa Parks' central activism in Montgomery that led to the Montgomery bus boycott. Of course, she not only received death threats like King, she lost her job. She and her husband lost their job in Montgomery. It was Congressman John Connors, along with Dave Moore, who consulted with Dr. King to bring Mother Parks to Detroit. She was met at the airplane by the late Dave Moore, co-founder of UAW. UAW members should know this. UAW co-founder Dave Moore worked with Congressman John Connors to bring Mother Parks to Detroit. She ended up staying more years in Detroit than she spent in Montgomery, Alabama. When you recognize that very famous I Have a Dream speech, which was uttered in Washington, D.C. in August of '63, the same day, parenthetically, that Dr. W.B. Du Bois joined the ancestors in Ghana, West Africa, same day. Worthy of note. It was the Henry brothers, Reverend Milton Henry Esquire, Reverend Milton Henry was joined by his brother, Richard Henry, also known as Mario Magellan, founding the Republican in Africa and in Cobra, who borrowed recording equipment from Barry Gordy to take I Have a Dream. The reason we have the recording by Richard King saying I Have a Dream, and also about this bullet from Malcolm X, is because of the Henry brothers from Detroit. The Brown Barry Gordy, we need to know the Detroit Connect.
All right.
The King. When one considers that the significance of Dr. King's life can really be phrased in his special theme, jobs, peace, and justice, which also happens to be Congressman Conyers' political thing, jobs, peace, and justice. That jobs, peace, and justice theme came from Detroit, organized labor. Anybody here connected to organized labor? Organized labor. It was born in Detroit, was an ally of King's dream. President Walter Reuther had to buck some members of his own establishment to join Dr. King's national march. Did you know that? There were some people locally who didn't support it. But the union leadership, and certainly the movement and progressive activists, insisted that the union be on the forefront. They had universal health care on the agenda decades ago. But they put it on the side in order to put jobs, peace, and justice and King's activism and voting rights and housing rights and equal jobs first. Be comrades in this movement so that we can move forward with unity. Dr. King was also not an romantic, so it is not respectful to King when people only want to talk about the dream. He went to jail, huh? He marched significantly in marches where some of his own advisors told him not to go. It's important that we take full stock of our role today. How are we going to deal with the moratorium now that's needed for our people? How are we going to deal with the fact that our people need jobs and heads of households right now? How are we going to deal with the fact that no utilities got to be turned off for people in need? We should not have anybody wondering whether or not we're going off the war again. Dr. King, in April 3rd, a year before he was killed, made that pronouncement against the Vietnam War. He didn't put his finger up in the air to see if it was popular. He did what was right. He had to do what was right. Not what was popular. We have to pray and work without ceasing to have our people in the citadel of organization and movement in Detroit come up to high ground. Dr. King would not want us to take any vow of victimhood in Detroit. We need to stop struggling and start winning.
Yes, ma'am.
We need to stop struggling and start because we are in charge of this city.
Yes, ma'am.
We are in charge of this country. We are in charge of all that God has given us.
Yes, ma'am.
We're not going to lay down and let our people die from lack of peace. The White House, we love President Barack Obama, but we have to make him do right.
All right.
We love our mayor, we have to make him do right. We love the city council, we have to make him do right. Make him do right. So we know that people are homeless. People in the houses.
That's right.
There should be no people dying from lack of heat.
That's right.
The DTE is controlled by the Public Service Commission appointed by the government. Dr. King didn't leave anybody out. And if we're really gonna live up to Dr. King's legacy, we're not gonna dream, we're gonna fight until we win.